Hello, welcome to my Guild Wars 2 Ranger guide. I've been playing this character for around 200 hours so far. A quick disclaimer, this is a free-to-play guide. I know there are some builds that are way better, especially Soul Beast, if you have the expansions. So this guide is aimed for mainly free-to-play users or new players that are, just trying the game. This is the main PVE Ranger build that I use. There are some slight variations depending on the enemy or the activity. This is just for PVE world, exploring or doing some events. There are some variations for the dungeons and raids and world bosses that I use. So first off, the equipment that I use is a longbow and a greatsword with berserker stats, that is power, precision, ferocity. The reason why I don't like a condition build and I run berserker is because the condition damage, that is bleeding, poison, fire, it takes quite a while to ramp up the damage, and this is way faster just for killing mobs around the world. So let's see, I will show you my build. So this is I think the best build for free-to-play rangers. You go marksmanship, skirmishing, beast mastery. I'm gonna go through each one of the traits and explain how I use them. So first off is opening strike. You and your operating inflict vulnerability, that is armor reduction on your first strike. Very useful all around. Clearing Bone is cast lesser core of the wild. When you swap pets, you gain a lot of stats, a lot of boons by just swapping pets. What I usually do is just hit once with a basic attack and then swap to another pet, so I get instantly the bonus from the lesser core of the wild, like this. So I attack this and I swap and I gain the boons from lesser core of the wild. Then there is Alpha Focus. Your opponent's strength is cripple. That is reduction in movement speed. Very useful too, because as a ranger you don't want the enemy to come near you if you're using a bow. Then you got Farsighted. This is maybe one of the most difficult to use. I see a lot of people using longbows and attacking for like melee range. You want to attack from the farthest range possible in order to maximize your damage, especially with the number 2 ability, that is rapid fire, your highest burst ability. So as you see, there's the white dot on the screen. This indicates that I'm in range of the basilisk. So if I attack from here, I will hit him, and if I move farther away like this, the circle is gone, so I won't attack him. So I want to attack the basilisk just here. Like here is the farthest point because it's the point where the circle spawns. So from here I got the maximum range and maximum damage. I want to hit, then use number 2, swap pet, and there, that is the highest burst damage this character can do. It's a lot of critical damage, very fast, and is great for just bursting enemies from 100 to 0. Then you got Precise Strike, same, very useful, just critical hit chance and the first hit. And then you have Lead the Wind, longbow harpoon gun skills, pierce and recharge faster. So this is very useful when there are a lot of enemies. You want to something like this. You want to have them line up like this. So if I attack from here, I am hitting the 2 basilisk at the same time, and there is a lot of damage, especially when you use the number 2 ability. Very useful when doing group activities like dungeons or fractals. Then for skirmishing, Tailwind, swiftness when swapping weapons. Again, swapping weapons is a thing that if you are new to the game, you have to get used to it. It's very useful. I used to go only longbow at first, but then I learned how to, you know, get the most out of swapping weapons. Then you got sharpen edges. Your pet have a chance to inflict bleeding and critical hits. Because you are running Berserker gear and it has a lot of critical chance, this is a very good trait. Then you got Fury when swapping weapons. Again, if I hit the ooze, I hit my change to my greatsword. You see, I'm gaining the boon of the swiftness and the ferocity. Then I use Spotter. Increase the precision of nearby allies. Is very good for group activities and also benefits you. Precision increases your critical hit chance, so it's all around, I think, the best trait from here. If I didn't attack grants quickness and so skills recharge faster, it's I think these are quite good. It's just a personal preference. This is good if you are evading all the time. Generally in the doing you know, exploring and killing enemies on the map, you don't really need to dodge that many attacks, so it can be useful if you are running like dungeons or fractals. Then we have Hunter's Tactics. Deal more damage when attacking from behind or the side. In order to get the most of this trait, you have to let your pet take the damage and you move to the side and deal increased damage. This is I don't really use this that much on just regular enemies because they die so fast. It's not that very important, but against bosses and veterans or elites, it's quite nice. And then we have Vicious Quarry, grants ferocity and additional chance. This is, again, it synergizes very well with your Berserker gear, increases your critical damage. So in the opening strike of the marksmanship, you have 100% crit, and then you increase the critical damage, so it's a very high burst. Then you have Beast Mastery. Your pet's attributes are improved. Very good trait. Then you have Resonant Timber. You apply additional boons around you, again reduce charge when you use a command. So this ability here, we heal as one, is a healing skill that's also a command. So if I use this, you see I get the swiftness boon from this. And also the recharge is reduced, so you got more heals, which is quite useful. Then Loud Whistle, pet deals increased damage. Then you have 200 training, Greatsword and Spare Skill deal more damage and recharge faster. Gain Fear when you disable the foe. Disabling the foe is stunning or interrupting, so the number 5 skill on the Greatsword is a disabling skill. Very useful. Like here, I hit and then again Fury from the trait. Then Pet Prowess, your pet moves faster and deal more critical hit damage. Again, your pet is going to do a lot of work for you. And Lesson on Quickest Zephyr, you and your pet gain quickness and super speed. Super speed is amazing because it allows you to attack really fast. It speeds up every attack you do. So if you have super speed with the number 1 skill of the Greatsword that deals quite a good amount of damage, you will deal like super fast in 1 second all the 3 attacks, or when using the rapid fire. That's it for the traits. I use everything here on this veteran. So I swap pets, I swap weapons, I hit number 2, number 5, number 2 again, heal, swap again, swap the pet, number 2 from max range, and yeah, Easy. So now for the skills that I use. We heal as one is, I think, the best because of it's a command and it synergizes very well with Resounding Timbre. If you need more healing over time, Troll Unguent is quite nice. And if you want healing for all your group, Healing Spring is like an area effect healing, like this. So if you're doing like a dungeon or a fractal and you want to heal your group, just use this skill. Then this is, I think, the most flexible of all skills. I use Frost Trap because it deals a nice amount of damage around. So I have on my equipment the runes of Grenth that give me chill duration and also give me a chill bonus when I use a healing skill. So if I heal, I also chill, and then here as well. If you can, you know, aggro some monsters and lure them into the trap, it's quite nice. But you can also use Frost Spirit that gives a 5% damage boost to all allies, including you, and you can activate it and do a chill attack as well. This is quite nice for, you know, again, group activities. You have to keep in mind that playing solo and playing in a group is different. Generally, I tend to change my skills when doing group because, you know, I want to be useful. Then the signets, I use Signet of the Hand because it gives movement speed for, you know, exploring, moving around the map is the best. But also you can use Signet of Renewal if you need to remove stuns because you are doing a certain boss or certain activity that, you know, it can stun you very frequently. You can use this. Or you can use Signet of a Wild that gives you Ferocity. Also the active immobilizes, so if the enemy comes near you, you just root them to the floor. Then Quickening Zephyr, this is amazing, gives you movement speed, gives you super speed. It's, I think, one of the best skills. Removes any stuns as well. For PvP, this is a very good skill as well. And the ultimate, I think everyone agrees that Stranglehold Back is the best. Gives you a ton of ferocity, a ton of you know, many good stats. Gives you stability that prevents enemies from knocking you. So yeah, this is like for PvE the best build and the best skill variation. You know, the other traps are based around condition damage that you don't use, so I avoid them. The pets that I use are the bear because it has a lot of health, and also the active heals and removes conditions from you. And then the Moa, this is a crimson, I think, red Moa. The active gives you Fury, more critical chance, so again, very useful if you are running Berserker gear. If you don't need the healing, you can use juvenile Jungle Stalker, because the active gives you might, that gives you power, allows you to hit a bit more. For free to play, I think this is like the best build, the best pets. Again, the expansion, especially the Soul Beast Elite Specialization, is way better. But if you are new to a game, you just hit level 80 with your Ranger. With this build, you won't have any problem doing any PvE activities. Just aim for Berserker gear. This is the best. Just start like rares and then move up to exotics. You can clear any content in the game, no need for legendaries or ascended items. This is just no, a good all-around build. If you want to, like, you know, play in a coordinated group, you know, with maybe high-level fractals or something like that, you want to use like AoE heals and buff and whatever for your teammates. But if you're playing alone, this just covers everything you want to do. Just keep in mind that you always want to swap pets. You want to attack from you know, highest range possible. You want to swap weapons constantly so you get the bonus attacks. That's it. That's the general gameplay. I think the Ranger has a lot of potential. It's tons of fun, and you know, the game in general is really good. If you're looking for a MMO to play, this is, I think, one of the best. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time.